This is reality. Donald Trump is a kind, good human being. Think about how many foreign countries Obama signed papers to okay the orders for them to invade foreign places in the Middle East and various places on earth besides the US for the US to attack and kill innocent women, children, and men. That was from Obama giving orders, or, he was asked to sign something often for them to go into a territory or something and shoot at them or bomb them. Obama often said it was okay. And Donald Trump, when the Korean guy, the ruler or dictator or king or head of North Korea, that guy Kim Jong Un, whatever, whoever that guy was, that was like, you know, a political figure who showed up from Korea, acting like his military power was so strong and like he was so cool or something about his military power, and it was like, he might have, it was kind of like as if most of America was telling Donald Trump, we want you to go to war and shoot these people and kill people for no reason in North Korea just because the North Korean guy was acting cool about his weapons and crap. There's no reason to go into North Korea and kill all those people, women, children, men in North Korea. You want them all to die just because the guy who was in charge of North Korea at the time was like acting like he was really cool. He had a bunch of weapons. No, it was wrong. So Donald Trump, the kind, good soul and body and human being that he is, Donald Trump said, he went there and talked to the guy from North Korea who's head of everything and made friends with him. He made friends with him because he didn't want to go to war because he felt awful about being someone like Hitler or someone who killed others in wars, for stupid reasons that, it proved to everyone across the entire world, not just America, that that guy in North Korea who's bragging about his weapons didn't go to war with anyone. He didn't use those weapons on anyone. He was just acting like he was cool and had a good military for his country, And so Donald Trump made friends with him, and he knew he wasn't going to bomb anyone or do anything wrong, even though the media was trying to stress out Donald Trump and make him feel like he was supposed to go to war and kill innocent people for some stupid reason that he didn't have to. And he knew it was wrong. And he did what God wanted him to do. Donald Trump did what God wanted him to do. He didn't fight people in a war who he thought was for the wrong reasons to kill them. He thought was the wrong reasons to actually kill them. He didn't fight people in a war. And if he ever did sign off on any documents for them to go into skirmishes in the Middle East or anywhere, I've never heard of it. Can you find any proof that Donald Trump said it was okay to kill anyone for any stupid, unnecessary political reason that other people made him think was like, oh, you better go to war, to act like there was no reason to go to war at the time. The Vietnam War was probably, I don't know. I wouldn't have known what to do in my lifetime if the Vietnam War happened again. I really don't know. I don't know, but I would stand up for people who had to fight in the war, and I would also say, let's try to not fight anyone in the war. And the Bible says, well, the Bible doesn't say anything. The Bible says, the Bible doesn't talk. The Bible doesn't say. But God and Jesus tell us with the Bible that some war is kind of an inherent part of how humankind has been since biblical times. There's been war, and it's not always bad and sinful. It's not always sinful and bad. And many people who have had to fight in wars can make it to heaven. It's 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 talked about often, the way that God and Jesus, the way that God and Jesus say that people who have to go to war, it's not always bad. They're not going to die because they're not going to die the second death in hell for what they did fighting people in a war. It's just usually how it is, unless they did some weird, really bad things that were not weird good, but bad ways of going to war. When people get hurt really bad, we don't even want to talk about what can happen in a war. It could be way worse than just shooting at the enemy for some political reason that they can't even see who they're shooting at, and they had to because their country made them, and it's awful. And hopefully they missed them with every bullet. But you know, Donald Trump is a kind human being who did not want to go to war. He didn't go to war with the guy in North Korea, and there's another opportunity for him to go to war, which was not even an opportunity for him. And you know, he wouldn't have gone to war, and he didn't go to war. So he has this conscience about him that when you hear him speak, or when you've heard him speak, he can't bring himself to cause anyone to die. He doesn't want to be someone who causes others to die when there is no reason for it. But the problem with Donald Trump is that there's a small problem with Donald Trump. He supposedly dodged the draft. He supposedly dodged the draft, Donald Trump. And his dad had so much money, his dad didn't want him to maybe die when he didn't have to die. And it's not the best thing to dodge a draft, but why should he be put on trial just because he dodged the draft? Why should he be punished because of how kind and good of a president and human being how Donald Trump is? He's a kind, good human being because he didn't go to war. There are opportunities for others to try to get presidents to think, oh, gotta go to war. Let's put it in. They put things in the news, and then they try to make him go to war, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't go to war with North Korea. He just wouldn't go to war with North Korea. And he made friends with the guy instead, that leader of North Korea. And he was in the news a bunch. And he doesn't want war here. There's no reason why they'd ever bomb the United States. We have the best military on earth. The United States has the best military there is by 50 times. Russia has an okay military. They can't really attack us. We'd destroy any of those kinds of things if they got near the country. We have the best military there is by, like, I don't know, 50 or 100 times or something like that. Russia may have nuclear weapons, but they're not going to use any of that on America because our country is positioned in a way that we have a sea on the left, and an ocean on the left, and we have an ocean on the left to the wherever it is, and an ocean on the right of the country, and that's America. So there's Canada above us, who we're good friends with. There's Mexico below us, or south of us, and he tried to put a wall up, but he didn't even really do that. He put up a flimsy wall. Smells like somebody's fucking fart, and it's he put a flimsy wall up that people can walk under and swim under, and they can still get here, and they're still coming here, and they can mow your lawn for you for cheap, for $10 an hour, or $8 an hour, and in that time you can earn $40 an hour or $200 in that hour doing something else. So who cares? Get along with Mexicans. And Donald Trump had a bad experience one time in Mexico. Like, somebody stole his crap because he was a super rich person. He's from a really rich family. His dad had maybe $1 billion of today's $1 billion or something. And
And so he's from a really rich family. So maybe he doesn't like going in his poor places because one time he complained about the air conditioning in Roanoke, but he came back again. He likes it here, and he likes Roanoke. He likes the people of Roanoke. He's been here at least twice, and he stayed at probably the same hotel again, and he likes Roanoke, so he's pretty good. But I didn't see him when he spoke. Also, smelled like farts. Oh, bomb. You open your mouth, put a fart in your mouth. You say, oh, bomb. That's how crazy I thought. I don't know. I don't know. But when I started talking about a bomb, they acted like you put a fart in my mouth. You open your own mouth again. You'll be in Southeast Roanoke. That's a really white part of town. That's like it was a poor, kind of more poor area, but it was like all white. And now there's some Mexican people there. There's some Mexican people there, but some put rebel flags up. In the houses there, if it's a really nice house, they're like $240,000 there now. It went up in value a little bit. Uh, the neighborhood I live in is the Roanoke County, Southwest Roanoke County. It's the most, I'd say one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Roanoke. One of the most high priced neighborhoods in Roanoke. It makes no sense to me at all why my house is only $320,000 when a house a third of this size sells in Southeast for $240,000. Roanoke County is like way more. I don't know what demographics have to do with any of it, but it's really weird. Roanoke County voted 60% for Trump. Ugh. Roanoke County voted 60% for Trump, and Roanoke City voted 60% liberal. So that's how Roanoke is, or has so far. That's how it is. I don't know if Roanoke County is going to ever change. The weird thing I don't like. There's a bat. I saw a bat. Hey, hey, he's good. He's a bat. Yay. He's a bat. He's a bat. I saw a bat out here. It looks like a balcony, like somebody would like Fifi, I love you. Oh shit, a bat flew by. A bat literally flew by. Fifi, I love you. Oh, the bat flew by again. There he is. I'm gonna do it again and see if the bat like he likes to fly by when I act like a vampire. Apparently, this is the only time that I've done it out here. One time I acted really mean and I like a beast, but it was just an act because see how small my fingernails are? It's like, oh, there's the bat. Hey, there's a bat. He's good. He has good eyes. No, no, no. There's the bat. Look, there he is. He's good. He is good. Oh, no. And that was pretty funny. It was like a weird vampire thing. When I said Fifi, I love you like a vampire, the bat flew by. I don't know. No. No. The guy next door. The guy next door to me. No. Probably thinks I'm crazy if I kept saying that. Okay, my lights are off. Alexa, turn the kitchen light on. My own Alexa
Okay.
light. It didn't turn on. And Donald Trump is a kind human being, because he doesn't want to be like one of those scary ass dictators who kills a bunch of people like Hitler. He hates that. Like, the thought of it made him feel like, he doesn't like doing that stuff. He doesn't like to even go to war as the president of the United States, unless somebody was really attacking. Of course he'd fight him back, and we'd win. But he couldn't go to war with that North Korean guy. The bat. Where's the no? Are you a little fag? John, are you a little fag? Does whatever your mom and dad say. Don't even start with it. If you say that F-A-G word one more time, to the throat with your car. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I have to put those windows up if they're down. That's weird. Is there a light on in there? Crazy. On Pinot Town. Conte, dear I'm Tom. No. I don't know. It's a really white Rojo. Whatever that means. Red. I don't know. The bat looked like he was red. The redhead, but he was like, probably had a face on him. I ain't sticking to one of them. It's a drumstick, damn it. No. Look how tiny it is. No. My friend, the neighbor, likes to feel like he's my friend too, because I think, just as far as neighbors like to feel like you're kind to them, be kind to your neighbors. But that could be kind to your neighbors. I guess in the Bible, that kind of means your literal neighbor, your actual neighbors too. Sometimes the Bible means that. Your heavenly Father, well, Jesus' heavenly Father, can be a parable to mean your Father on earth. But usually, that's not true. That's not true for this time. I think your heavenly Father is God. That's how it really is. Oh, don't say, may the bridges you burn light your way. That's awful. But that's pretty bad. I hate to feel that way. I thought I was supposed to one time 8 years ago. Hi. And I haven't shaved my face. I just used clippers on it. I kind of used the clippers on the facial hair. I can't even show it. I shaved a bunch of my all the hair off my entire body and my face on the clippers. So don't show yourself that something like that. It's wrong to shave off your hair. Well, pray for Donald Trump, because, well, if you believe in God and Jesus and prayer, if you believe in prayer, but prayers are not always answered. But I say pray for Donald Trump, because why should they do anything wrong to him? No one got hurt when he was the president because of him being in office. People were, you know, it was a little awful that he was he was kind of against people who are like not as white as him, and people who he acted like he did that thing. He acted like he did this. That was awful. He did that thing about the people who are like mentally retarded, which I won't do. But that was kind of awful. But I don't know how he did that stuff as a president. No president had done that stuff that he did before. That was like no president had been that saying random things that were kind of offensive, just like whatever he felt like. No one as a president had ever done that before. So he's good because the other reasons I said he didn't go to war. He didn't want to hurt anyone in this country, and no Mexican people got hurt because of him that I'm aware of, unless he tried to send him back to South America and Central America and Mexico, unless he sent them back there. I don't know what this stuff is. This is what showed up on my YouTube channel. This is what showed up on my YouTube channel stuff. I'm pretty tired right now. I had a bunch of coffee. Maybe I'll drink more coffee. There's coffee in there. I didn't want the calories or whatever it is. Here are these vegan people. I think they're husband and wife. The husband like lifts weights or something. They don't have that many views. And I think she lifts weights too. And they're from New York. They're from New York, and I think they're Italian. I know he's Italian. And they send me a newsletter. It just showed up in my email, so I watched some of their videos, and I think I subscribed. It's like him and his wife, and they don't have like a bunch of views, but maybe they don't have a bunch of views on their new videos, but I don't know, maybe they have millions of views. Let's see. They have 245,000 views on their channel, and maybe they're on some other people's channel. I don't know. And he works out, and this is him like when he's in his best shape or one of his best shapes or something. But Donald Trump is really good. I was looking up this stuff. I looked up Muslim Middle East. I looked up Muslim Middle East. I wanted to see what they looked like. I wanted to see if they had ugly faces, and I knew I'd seen them before. They had like, some of them have light eyebrows and just look normal, and they don't look ugly. Because one of my friends thought that they look he thought that they looked like bad, and I don't think they look that way. So, but some of them here and there may be unattractive, but these people look kind of normal. This is what Muslim people in the Middle East look like. This is what Muslim people in the Middle East look like. He looks pretty normal. Like, he doesn't have like ugly features. They don't have ugly features. They just look normal. There's a grandfather, or I guess the grandfather. And here's this guy. I don't like looking at him. Like, it looks like I don't know. He might be nice, but this guy's like the dad with the family, and this is what Muslim people this is what Muslim people from the Middle East look like. Look like. This is what Muslim people from the Middle East look like.
this picture when you when you when you Google when you look up Muslim people in the Middle East. This is her kid. So Donald Trump didn't want to like kill these people in a war just for some stupid reason that he didn't have to, and so he didn't want to like bomb anybody. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know what this stuff is. This is Muslim people in the Middle East. Let's see how this guy look. What? Yeah, yeah, that must be his homeland. I don't know. I don't know. Is it Jerusalem? Where Jerusalem be where Jesus was? I might try to go there. Hi, hi, Addie. Hi, Addie. Are you okay? I don't know. Hey, now this beard is what the terrorists look like. No, no. Now this beard is what the terrorists look like. No. But his face looks pretty kind of normal. He does kind of have a unibrow. But this is like more like what the people they think, oh, that's how they look. They have a unibrow in the nose that doesn't look like, I don't know. But he looks kind of normal. He just has a beard. Who are you calling beard? I'll murder you and your family with a lesson learned in school. I'm a real Arab. I am not a Muslim. Get away from me. I believe in Jesus and God. Oh no. There's the people that we're friends with. Get on Norm McDonald. If I get killed from it, as long as he doesn't die, he wants to kill my entire family. No, he might be a terrorist. Who is this person? I thought the sheiks were okay, but he's not a sheik. He might be a real terrorist. Get this guy away from me. For get this guy away from me before I punch him on the head and make him mentally retarded. No. And then punch him again like a few weeks later, and then he goes back to normal. Like they did. Like they did in this. Like they did in this movie. There's this guy, Trinity, the arm of the West or something like that. And there's this big guy called the Bambino. They're Italian. There's a blonde guy, and he was really good looking, a good looking blonde guy, Trinity. And these are these Western movies, spaghetti westerns or something they're called. And there's a dark-haired guy who's called the Bambino, but he had like a big beard, but he's good looking, but he was like a little chubby but big, like strong, and but it was like back in the days when they didn't have the really steroids-looking guys, and there are two of them. They're best friends. I'll show you what they look like, and the guy with the beard. Norm McDonald's about to die if I stand up with a terrorist. Oh shit! No, and but the guy with the beard, he's Italian. Used to punch people on the top of the head. They'd walk into a bar in the old Western days, and he'd punch somebody on the top of the head, and it would make him like really retarded, and he'd be like retarded and like a few weeks later or something, or 2 weeks later, however, whenever it was, a few weeks later, the retarded guy would show up with everybody, and he'd like he punched him on the top of the head, and it made him back to normal again. It made him back to normal again. And his name was Bambino, and the blonde guy was the really cool, good looking one. He was the other. The really cool, good looking one was the blonde guy. Eastwood. No. And no. And so I'll show you what they look like. I think I showed them in a video one time. Trinity Western movie Bambino. Trinity Western movie Bambino, and the other guy. Bambino didn't really look like a baby, but they called him a baby. So they must have been older, but they are still alive and well. Even the older guys still alive today, even the guy with a beard. Here's what they look like. Where is this? I don't want to show this stuff. I don't have the rights. So I want to show you. Oh, here they are. He looked like the lead star of A Princess Bride. He was good looking, a man in his prime or something like that. And he had really good looks. He didn't have like those are not zits on his face unless he just looked that way and I didn't know. There's the guy who punched people on the top of the head. It was so funny. And I used to punch people that way too, like as a joke, like when I was a kid. Like I wouldn't punch him in the face, but and I never have gotten any fights. I never gotten any fights, but if I punched anything, that's how I punched it. Like that guy, I would do this. If I ever punched anything, I wouldn't punch it like it would be awful if I punched it that way or punched anything that way. I used to never do that when I was a kid up until, I don't know. I messed up a little bit when I was older, but there was way more power in it when I punched him like this. And he would, and like it didn't hurt your hand as much either. And I could punch things like really hard. When I punched it down like this, it never hurt my hand. And it was like with this whatever this bottom part of your hand is, there aren't any veins in it or anything to feel bad. And it just punched like really hard when I was like 12 years old or 10 or 8. I punched down on things, but like I thought it was cool back then. And I thought, or I didn't even know it was from him. I thought just when I punched things, that was how I punched. Like I punched down and I didn't punch anything that way. But you might not want to do it if you're getting older. Not, it might hurt. But this guy, if you're getting much older, it might not hurt at all if you do this. Probably. My dad might do that. It probably wouldn't hurt him at all. But this guy would punch people on the top of the head that way, like on the top of their head, and it like he like pretend like this is somebody's head, this box. Shit! Pretend this. No, this is Danica's speaker we used to have, and so pretend like this is like the top of somebody's head. He would punch people's head like this. Just horrible shit. That was mean. But he'd do it as hard as he could. It never hurt my hand to do when I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old or whatever. And he'd do that on the top of the bad guy's head, and it would make him mentally retarded. And then like 3 weeks later, they'd go somewhere else, do different stuff in the movie or whatever. And then they'd see the same guy in like a cantina or whatever, and he'd punch him on the top of the head again. He'd punch him on the top of the head, and he'd do it again, and it would make them totally normal again. They weren't retarded anymore. And their faces would look like, yeah, hey, or whatever, like there's something wrong with them. I'm going to see if I can find the video of him punching people on the top of the head and making them retarded. And this is the kind of stuff that Donald Trump did, movies and entertainment industry stuff. So that it's like stuff he thought was cool that he got to do. And also he was really good at real estate because he made about $3 billion. He kept about a $3 billion net worth, maybe $4 billion. Well, $3 billion something dollars, $3 billion net worth. Yeah, I think he has a $3.4 million net worth or something like that. $3 billion, and in real estate, the most money as a net worth you can possibly make out of anyone in real estate, the richest people in real estate, the most money you could possibly make is about $3 billion, maybe $4 billion. The richest people on earth at real estate. Jeff Bezos has had last time I checked had 200 billion, and the other guy Elon Musk has like 200 billion or something, and they can make way more money at these like new company ideas and other things besides just real estate. But real estate can make up to $3 billion or $4 billion total net worth. Like if you look up, so it's kind of weird that Donald Trump not only made as much as you can possibly make at real estate, pretty much. He has a net worth about as much as anyone could possibly make. So his abilities may have been like way up here at like trillions of dollars, but because it was only real estate, he only got a $3 billion or $4 billion net worth. And, maybe 200 million or 400 million was from the entertainment industry stuff that he did. So that's crazy. I couldn't imagine having to work that much at real estate because I already had to. That's how it's already been for me. About 90% was from the entertainment industry and 90% was from real estate with me. But it's nowhere near as much money as he made at it. So he made the most money anyone could make it about pretty much at real estate. And at movies, at movie stuff, he got about as famous as anyone could get at America's Top Model, all the famous stuff he did. So for him to be that good at those two kinds of things that he did, he must have these really special ability or these abilities at being powerful and kind of controlling things. Like my dad thinks he has a special ability or power to kind of like control things in the U.S. like way more than people would normally think because he's already pretty much gotten as famous as anyone could get besides Jesus and God, and he's already made as much money as someone could possibly make at real estate. But I think he's a kind, good human being, and I think just because he's a really powerful human being, and just because he was a draft dodger, doesn't mean that he should be thrown in prison. Does he deserve prison for that? That's awful. I can't imagine him having to go to prison when he, being one of those draft dodger types of people. I don't know. But I hope to God he doesn't have to. If he goes, I hope if to God, I can't imagine why he'd have to go to prison just for being a dash. Oh shit, I felt like shit. I look like shit and feel like shit. Maybe if he really did dodge the draft, but his family was so rich, is that really bad to I don't know. Because I don't know. I better just say I don't know if he deserves to go to prison or not. I don't know if he deserves to go to prison or not, but I can't imagine why he would go to prison when he never hurt anyone. He never hurt anyone just for drafting, dodging the draft, and but I don't always know what I'm talking about, so maybe he should be thrown in jail or whatever. But I can't imagine people having to be put in prison just for working at things that they enjoy and not wanting to shoot anyone in a war. Did they put draft dodgers in prison? Let's look it up. Because now there's not a draft. Did draft dodgers go to fuck away from me? Did draft dodgers go to prison? What is this? Let's see. Did draft dodgers go to prison? It is now known that during the Vietnam era, approximately 570,000 young men were classified as draft offenders, and approximately 210,000 were formally accused of draft violations. However, only 8,750 out of 200,000, more than 200,000, more than 570,000. Only 3,000 were jailed. I wonder if they went to prison or jail. Well, I know he's not on trial for being a draft dodger, but if somehow those riots had something to do with like the stuff that was like against Vietnam, kind of like draft dodging stuff, that's different. Yeah, I was just talking about this, and I ain't worried about being Norm Macdonald for this, but I don't understand. I don't understand all this. I don't understand this. I don't know. And what would they protest about for all that Republican protest? White House protest White House. See what probably no. Don't protest the White House. See what that crap was that he started up, if he deserves it or not. I hope he don't. But if he does, only the good Lord knows what he's supposed to go through for having all that money and power on earth and acting mean, maybe, if he did. And maybe the Lord will, I don't know where he's supposed to, what he has to go through to make it to heaven. I think he's going to make it to heaven. I think he's going to make it to heaven if he had to go to prison. Oh, that'd be awful. I hope he makes it to heaven. But he might deserve it. I don't know. I really don't even know. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I am. How would I know to think about that? How the good Lord wants it to go? I don't know. Praise the Lord. Does this look like a straight angle to you? Is this, what do they call that in them movies? God and Jesus knows where everything's white in heaven. No, where everything's white in heaven. And it's a beautiful, bright, shining light. You're a big, bright, shining star. You're a big, bright, shining star. No, 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 no. I gotta go. I'm not allowed to party. I can't ever do that. Except for at the birthday parties for the kids and other people. I'm gonna go. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Pray for Donald Trump that everything goes how God wants it to be for him. I hope to God he doesn't get. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. But protest at the people's house. What does this mean? I don't know. I just like to make movies and believe in God and Jesus and be kind to people. I don't want him to get hurt. I hope Donald Trump don't feel like he has to feel like they're Ron Jeremy for even a day in prison.
I hope Ron Jeremy gets out of that prison. I hope they don't ever do that to Donald Trump. Hey, Ron Jeremy. I don't hate Ron Jeremy. They hate Ron Jeremy. They hate Ron Jeremy because he didn't look good looking enough to pull off being cool and having sex with all them women there. He felt like because he looked fat and like a Muslim kind of with a big nose, and they're like, man, we'll send you to a grave with a I don't know. They'll send your ass to a grave, Jeremy, for having all that sex you did. You fornicating with thousands of women. You deserve that for raping one or two of them, maybe, if it did rape them. So he might deserve it. I don't know. And we got a demonstration for you. Let's demonstrate. Let's demonstrate what this means. I don't know. I don't care. March. You march on out of here. Wring your neck with Jesus. How about this one? People ask, why is this black and why is that white? People ask, why is that black? Why is the words black and why is that white? No, I don't know. People said, why does my anxiety have an imaginary asshole go through a body of a ghost? That was me. And flew away like this in an airplane and flew. Don't hurt your screen, brother. Chill, motherfucker. No, I don't know. No, he's good. And they put you in a hospital like this with the 18-year-old boy who talked like this. And he said, our skin the same. And he did this. Like one flew over the cuckoo's nest and down coast did this. He turned to the side like he said, that's how he should. And then he fell to the ground and said, what's on your brain? Why does that look like a Hawaiian face on your finger? Why does this look why does that look what the hell I'm doing with the hair? Why does this look like how that look? See, you're a great white. You're a white. You ain't 30. Have you seen the rest of it? But you're a white, see? Why? You're great. That's what Donald Trump told you. Shoot, I'm out of here, man. Why would you do that? You're white. I told you. You have privilege. Son, listen to this. You're white. Take what you have and leave. You're glued. You're glued. Your glue will come to you in a wrapper. I will order you to breathe it in. And that's how you'll get high if you have to stay here off of glue, man. The black kid in the penitentiary may literally tell that to Donald Trump. Look him straight in the eyes like this and say, did you do that to the presidency? And his hair will be exposed. And he said, no, he said, don't, he said like this, he turned his head to the side and said, I'm a fat guy too who's famous like this. Fat guy face. Let me show you his face. so funny. I'm gonna show you his face that looks like. Not that. I can't wait. I can't wait. Who is this little person? Hey, oh, it's a big person. I did not know. Hey, I thought he was a little man. He's the richest guy debonair to have, I don't know. He's a little man. Donald Trump may think that I found him. I don't know. See, I was telling you. Who's this person? Happy birthday, Nigel. He is Nigel. That is me. Anyway, I'm your kid's friend. I'm Ivan's friend. We hang out sometimes. I'm actually 14. No, this is Big Beard. This is Big Brother. This is Big Brother. I'm 20. The man you're looking for is different. I just showed up here. I'm 20 years old. Let's go to the person that you're trying to look for. I don't need to help you out. Not him. Well, me, yeah, but let me show you whose face looks fat too. Daryl Eves. Daryl? No. Here's his face. There's his face. That's his face. He's supposed to help me. He's supposed to help me get more views on YouTube, and I might be his friend or something because he's an executive producer of a TV show. He's an executive producer of a big TV show, a kind of big TV show. I think it's kind of famous. It's pretty famous. He says he has 90 billion views, but I can't find him anywhere. And on his channel, he has 42 million. So I really don't know. On my channel, I only have like 11 or 12 million views. And on Danica's channel and my channel and some other kind of famous channels, I have like 108 million. I have about 108. I have 108 million views. I have 108 million views. So I have only been able to find 42 million of his views on his channel. And he may have another 40 on other videos. But his students, I think, have 90 billion. The people he's helped, who are his real students. And people, like people give him money. They donate, and he only has like 4,000 views on this video from 4 days ago. But they give him money. Like, if I look in the chat, movies aren't. As soon as the video, this is 11. Oh, this one happens to show. I don't know why it's on 11 minutes. Maybe this is one I was watching, and somebody just gave him $10, and he pays his bills. I think at this. He does high quality videos too. I guess he can afford whatever that is. Just some like furniture that I don't know. I don't know if he owns a house or that's like a cool. I don't know what that is, but it looks like he has some money to buy cool stuff. So he might make really good money. He might make $200,000 a year. I don't know. I really don't know how much money he makes, but it looks like he makes okay enough money to have like kind of new stuff. Looks like, I don't know what that is. Looks like he bought some new stuff and maybe it just showed up in the mail. I really can't tell, but it looks like there's stuff in packages he just bought. And I don't know that thing. It looks pretty new. It looks like some kind of expensive thing. That thing with a G on it, whatever that is. I don't even know or care with it. I don't know. And then he says he can. That's pretty good. Because it has a G on it. Like, what are they trying to pretend I'm a G gangster who took money from somewhere? Because in the 90s when I was only 17, I stole crap. and got in trouble for it and had to do 70 hours of community service. And in this town, they think, oh, maybe what are you going to do? Steal crap again or something? So it made me not feel as good sometimes, but it's not that bad. It was a little anxiety I had. It's not really that bad. And look, all these people gave him money and maybe more. Just in this one video, he helps people make money at YouTube. There's 5, 5, 5, that's 15. 10, 25, 45. Oh, 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 20 is 45. Here's how you add. That's about $5. It's 1 cent different from $5. So that's like $5 plus 1 cent may be worth almost nothing nowadays. I don't know. But the coins may have value. The coins themselves, depending on their year, coin collectors and stuff. So, but that's $5 and 5. That's 10 plus another 5 is 15. And then another 5 and another 5. So here it's like 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 25 because 10 is like 2 5s. So it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's like all these 5s because the 10 is 2 more 5s. So it's like 5, 5, 5. That's 15 because it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's up to 25 and then 20 more. I'm trying to teach my kids as I go in case they're watching it. And then it's like 45 or anyone who, and then it's up to 45. This is how I learned math. I do it in my head usually, but I'm not one of those genius people who can do it all in my head. It's up to 45 with another 20 added to it. Then 95, and he got another 10, so it's 105. Why is it? Yeah, another 10 and 105. Benjamin Fairborn gave him $10. How much he asked him? He asked this guy. He asked the man making the video, how much? Hi, I like this guy. I think I've commented on his video once or haven't commented to him yet. But like Danica told me to go to his channel. But she might be friends with him already or something. She told me just to watch his videos to learn how to get more views. He can help anyone get more views pretty much if you pay him a little bit of money. He's good at what he does. He might have 90 billion views. Like the people he's helped get views have 90 billion views. He's like a teacher of how to get views, like helping you become more successful, he says. And I didn't know if it was true or not because I thought he only had 80 million views. He has 612,000 subscribers. He may have other channels. I'm still trying to, I didn't research him how many views he had that much, but a year ago or 2 years ago, Danica told me to look at his channel. I thought, well, he doesn't have that many views, but I had to act like him anyway. Like, I had to act like him for some reason, even though I was like trying to get like really in shape to finally get enough views. I was trying to look like a CGI body and like really amazing, a CGI looking body, like that's not hurt, but physically active from strength training and eating properly and water. But I don't see. And so instead I had to act like him. It was godly and good to act like him, who's like not really like I don't know. He just looks normal. His face looks. I don't want to talk about looks. Let's do it. The live chat people are saying. You sub to him, cool. You subscribe to him. Thanks. No. Research Freemasons. Throw drums off the balcony. You're a hack. He said, "Happy birthday, Nigel." he said. He thought he was off my meds. Or is he? Maybe it's a she. No. No, I don't know. Nobody's watching. There are 10 people watching, or 8, or however many now. Oh no, one's watching. No. So this is Daryl Eves. You can go to his channel. You can go to his channel. I had to be nice to people for some reason. Yeah, here on his channel it says 41 million views. So I was like, I was supposed to be nice to him anyway, even though I thought he only had 41 million views and he was teaching people how to be successful on YouTube. But he has 90 billion views, I think, somehow. I think, and he said something like that, or his students have 91 billion views, or 90 billion views. Like, that's like Justin Bieber level, like some of the most famous people ever, but he only his students got that money. From who cares what the money's from? Daryl Eves. 90 billion views. I'm typing it in. Made me smell my own fart. Somehow I had to smell my own fart, and then this showed up too after I typed it in. Over 83 billion views on YouTube. Featuring Daryl Eves. I got 75 views. He must have paid him money. That guy must have a bunch of money. He had $4,200 one time. He had $42. And he paid him that. And he made a video on him. He got 75 views. Because he's like John Birmingham. 75 views. What a fucking goddamn failure. Burn in hell for all eternity. Shit. Smell your own farts. Kill yourself, faggot. Yeah. John Birmingham. What are you talking about? I don't say anything like that. It's me. Oh, shit. What are you talking about? You're the one who said all the mean stuff about me. I just put makeup on this. I don't know. 83 billion views on 75 views. What is he talking about? Watch him talk like
What's up, everyone?
He watched him talk like a country man.
Show where we interview some unstoppable entrepreneurs who are dominating figures in their businesses.
Indian.
And Sahil here back again with an awesome, insane
Praise
guest.
the Lord.
We are interviewing somebody who's really special guest today,
Praise Jesus.
and who
Praise
has
God.
helped over 34
God.
YouTube channels to go from 0 to over million subscribers and generated
Praise
over 83 billion YouTube views. He's the CEO of Creators, a video marketing and strategy company.
What did he say?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sahil Sagal Show, where we interview some unstoppable entrepreneurs who are dominating figures in their businesses. And Sahil here back again with an awesome, insane guest. We are interviewing somebody who's really special guest today, and who has helped over 34 YouTube channels to go from 0 to over million subscribers and generated over 83 billion YouTube views. He's the CEO of Creators, a video marketing and strategy company. He's also the founder and executive producer of the highest grossing crowd-funded movie project of all the time. On top of that, he's the Wall Street Journal of best-selling author of the book, The YouTube Formula. Right here, I have this book, How Anyone Can Unlock the Algorithm to Drive Views, Build an Audience, and
Just never on forward for what you do.
What's up, everyone? This is Sahil here, and welcome to the Sahil Sagal Show. Where I'm gonna be interviewing some crazy entrepreneurs out there.
Yes, my asshole.
With no experience, resources, and connections, and then later on became unstoppable.
Yeah, asshole, dude.
In their respective businesses. We're gonna dive deep into the mindset of these super successful entrepreneurs to find out how they did it and
This is
how you
horrifying.
can model it too.
You're gonna
It's
make
time
it.
to pick their brain.
One clue what it did to your head. Now you have one clue what it did to your head to say those mean things to me when you thought why would you do that? Say all that about my channel on only 75 views. Why have you done that to me? I made the best video anyone could possibly make. Look at this high quality billions of views video should be at least I only got 75 views. You're killing yourself, John. Listen to this bastard. Go look at his real work. Go look at his work. He used a video
So
editor.
in this video today, I'm going to be
Okay.
sharing my
What is his channel? He helps entrepreneurs. Since 2020, Sahil has been helping thousands of online entrepreneurs find out, okay, when did he start his videos? April 2022. Wow, it must be so hard for people to get views. He started in 2022, more than a year ago, and he only has 14,000 views. There are people on here. It would suck if he was working at this really hard. See how many videos he has? 4, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times 4. 70 something videos in a year and 7 months. 70 something videos, depending on the quality of his work, of the videos, and how he's helping people. He's Indian. Maybe he can get an Indian American, maybe he likes American stuff more. I don't know, but he did 70 videos. I have 1,500 videos on my channel. He did 70 videos. A total hit. He called it one hit. Since 2020, Sahil has been helping thousands of online entrepreneurs in finding their vision. He founded Six-Figure Accelerator Academy. He founded the Six-Figure Accelerator Academy. Maybe he's kind of like Johnny Five or somebody like that, the Indian guy in the Johnny Five movie with the robot who was like everybody liked and he didn't speak the best English. So he founded Six-Figure Accelerator Academy or something like that to help coaches and consultants and freelancer agency owners in making their business a total hit. Maybe it is a big hit. I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is like the year 2000 to me. The level of well, it's like before we did really high quality short films. But maybe his business makes a bunch. I don't know. People are like interested in the big money making stuff, but he doesn't have that many views. You could just pay for 400,000 views, you know, if he had a few $1,000. Just pay for 400,000 views if it sucked that bad. Like, look at this shit. The fuck is that? Is he gonna take that shit of getting only 14,000 views on 70 fucking videos? That my life has sucked that I haven't been able to promote my new videos. No offense, but it feels like shit. You know, okay, this is good. Oh, he's getting more views than me. This is why this shit has sucked here. I might as well break this fucking phone and I'd have no phone if I did. You know, this is crazy. This feels like shit. What do people do? Like, let's look at the quality of his videos.
In this video, I'm going to show you how
Okay.
I went from making $5,000 per month to hitting $10,000 per month without quitting my full-time job. Okay, let's go from $5,000 to $10,000 per month.
It's really good editing. It's really good editing. He puts good music with the videos. People must be like, how the fuck do they make $1 million a month? How the fuck do they just make? How do they make $1 million a month when it just feels like shit? Why do I have to look at this guy's channel when I've been at this 30 years? What is this? Why would he says how would he said how would he make 10,000 per month? Fast step-by-step framework. Making a picture frame for someone else's I don't know. Picture frame business. That's good. I don't get it. I'm tired of that shit. I'm sorry. He makes good money. Look, he's making pretty good income. I must be an awful jerk. Why did you just spend $2,000 on $1,000 if he's making that much? I put my money into my home and worked hard on my home and wasn't able to get the cash and had to save money and wear old clothes, like wear this old shirt with like paint on it or stuff on it that didn't look like, you know, just I can't do it. It feels like my video is a cheap piece of shit that feels like a fly talking and it just feels like shit right now. This is a live video to stand up for Donald Trump. So he made money at real estate. Guess what? He likes real estate. Donald Trump likes real estate. He didn't ever have to do 1% of the physical labor I had to do on homes. Donald Trump never had to. No wonder why he likes it. He got to walk around and be famous, eat foods he likes, and didn't have to look like an athlete, and still has his health, and got to be really famous, and didn't have to do any of the labor if he didn't feel like it. He got to be his own boss. His dad helped him to make even more money than he ever made, than his dad ever made. That's how much he believed in his son. That's how much his father believed in him to do even more than he had done on earth. Like I believed in my children and still believe in my children, but they're taken away to pretty much another fucking planet. It felt like shit. I don't know. I'm not trying to meet anyone. I want my wife and kids back and a job that doesn't make me want to die. Me and both my sisters are, I don't know. It's just, I don't care about talking about that. I want my wife and kids. That's how I feel. I don't care if it's an F or a double F or three F's or three fucking fails. I like my sisters. I love my sisters. I love my mom and dad, but it's in general about 20% of the love that I had from my wife and kids, how it's felt going to other people for love. And that's how I've had to live for about 8 years. And it's felt about 20% of the love I had, and I've given up the will to live 8,000 times by trying to, with all my heart and soul, trying to shoot myself in the head with a fake gun, an imaginary gun, you know, and put my fingers up to my head and acted like I was shooting through my entire head with all my might. That was many of them, a few thousand times. Just imagine my entire head being just. It was 8,000 times, many times a day, for years on average. Like just today, it was 5 times. To have to get them, for them to get along with them, to be able to do the work. I just couldn't keep doing the God's work. It was so much God's work. It was so much God's work that it did. It just feels like shit. I don't even want to show the video. Whoops. I just don't want to live here if I have to work at my dad's stuff. I'm sorry. He was kind. He's kind. My mom is kind. They're good, kind people, and they try to help me as best they can. But what can you do from Virginia to make a living at movies and videos? If you're someone who, well, this is pretty good. Oh, got it. I was locked inside my house for 8 years. I just had to go outside. Like, I really do have a social life. It's dark out here. At least there's some light. What an awful... What a shit-ass life that used this relentless energy from God and Jesus, well, to do God, not from anywhere, man, of God's work that I had to do to get along with these people, to get all this junk on its way out. It's not my stuff. It's not my stuff. I don't know why that door sounds that way. It's okay. Somebody acted like it was a door to throw away because it didn't look brand new. It's a good door. Well, anyway. Let me show you the work they did. Here's what my energy went to today. Here's what all my effort I had went to, and I still gave up. I hoped to die 5 times just to be able to. This was this huge thing to do, to get rid of, for me. And the men did tremendous. Well, they did the physical labor of it, and I could barely function around them. It was, you know, I was functioning. My body works well. So I just have some fucking mountain lion fucking eat off my head. There aren't any around here. I don't give a shit. I'd rather be fucking dead than do this, any more of this for a living. They got all this junk, and they got it on its way away from here. Yeah, they do really good work. They do really good work. Right? hey, is there some kind of fucking mountain lion that wants to eat my head off or some shit really fast and just kill me? Really? No, I don't want it. Not interested. I don't want to fight. I don't give a shit if I fucking die. This is not how I wanted to live my life. All my energy today to getting this stuff out of here so I'd have enough money to do the things you like as a hobby. Because it's only allowed as a fucking hobby. If you agree with that. So I don't agree with it, motherfuckers. So I'm leaving to California. I don't care how beautiful this place is. You can fuck yourself if you think, you motherfuckers, that if you fucking think, you don't want to hear how much I've had to kiss ass to him. It's pretty humbling. It's almost like David Goggins, but not that bad. He said they'll break you down and take away any dream you ever had till you can barely function, and then try to have you get stronger in their fucking evil ass, whatever shit ass good ways that they believe are good. I haven't gotten that bad feeling. And so that's what all my energy went to today, believing in them. And of course, I had to look like I wasn't the one doing the work. And it was so difficult to do that I hoped to die. I just hoped to kill myself 5 times. And now I'm not depressed anymore at all. I'm not depressed at all anymore. So don't send the cops to my house, because it's not going to help, because I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not depressed anymore, and I'm going to leave. I'm leaving so I don't have to feel that way again. And I don't hurt myself. I never hurt any inch of my body. I'll never hurt myself. I don't really give a fuck about whatever I'm showing on video right now. Other than I have to talk. And or trying to cover up the screen rather than show the same environment. And also, I don't feel like showing anything, and I prefer, as this video, to just hear sound right now. A fly. Great. An Arabian. An Arabian may be okay. I just don't like the way it feels. Feels like a shit. Oh no, no.
In this video, I'm going to
No. Wait, no. Who do you think you're talking to? I suck your dick. Disgusting. In my asshole. No.